The annual convention of the Association of Nigerian Physicians in the Americas, ANPA, is the largest gathering of Nigerian-born doctors in the Americas. For 2 decades and a half, ANPA has remained committed to their immediate environment and to achieving a healthier Nigeria in a healthier world. For starters, the Washington State chapter of ANPA threw a deserving welcome party for the participants at the National Museum of Africa, the first institution dedicated to African art in the United States. It was a time to bond, network, and get to know each other better in anticipation of a great convention for the year.
The 6th conference of 2000 was held here. The 16th conference in 2010 was held here. And now the 25th conference is being held here.
The welcome party coincided with the birthday of 2 members, Dr. Udochukwu Asonye and the current president of ANPA, Dr. Charmaine Emelife.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. 1, 2, 3. We raise our glasses to wish for 25 more years, 100 more years of growth, success, visibility, ultimately impact in Nigeria. Hip, hip, hip.
The 2019 convention, which marked 25 years of the existence of ANPA, was held at the prestigious Capitol Hilton Hotel, Washington, D.C., in the United States of America from the 26th to 30th of June. The convention got off on a good note. On day 1, it was a gathering of over 500 physicians within the Americas, from Nigeria and the United Kingdom. The theme for the year's convention is Women's Health in a Changing World. The first female president of ANPA, Dr. Charmaine Emelife, welcomes participants to the convention.
As we move forward to discuss women's health in a changing world, I want to urge all of you to think equal, build smart, and innovate for change. Thank you, and have a great week.
I just want to take a moment to acknowledge our past presidents and leaders who are seated here.
For the next 3 days, different speakers touched on women's health issues as well as other health-related matters.
Most of our ladies die before they are age 30 from pregnancy-related issues. Dinyain in Ife had the mean age of 27 plus or minus 7.5 years. So cumulatively, we found out that over half of the maternal deaths were within the age range of 26 to 35, and the age group is consistent with the peak active female reproductive years.
Who in this room has heard about the choking game that kids play? Yes. How many of those kids who are playing the choking game died purposely? Many of them didn't. So I added the word accidentally, and one day I'll get to change that in the dictionary. So help me God.
Most Nigerians still believe and still go to religious leaders for their needs, especially concerning mental health. Since the patients are stigmatized, the professionals working in the field are stigmatized, I am sometimes stigmatized, but I still stand high and tell them that's what I chose to do.
Good evening.
Renowned author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, who was a guest speaker at the convention, shares India's sentiments. She believes the health system in Nigeria can improve with the right attitude and commitment, as she continues to advocate for the rights and equal opportunities for women.
Congratulations to ANPA on its 25th anniversary. Congratulations in particular to the pioneers of ANPA who started this organization 25 years ago. I learned a little about ANPA's work from 2 past presidents yesterday, and it was truly inspiring to see Nigerians working to improve Nigeria. Nigerians who recognize that no matter how successful a diaspora is, that success is incomplete without having some kind of impact in the homeland. ANPA's medical mission to Nigeria, ANPA's efforts at changing the obsolete medical curriculum, ANPA's aim of improving healthcare delivery in Nigeria, ANPA grappling with the many quintessentially Nigerian obstacles, all are inspiring and admirable. So congratulations and more power to you. I have familiar stories, in my case about women. I've sometimes been told that, of course, women's issues are important, but not that important. Or that there are other more important things to talk about and to focus on. Of course, we should all have a hierarchy of priorities, but the question becomes who is making the hierarchy, what is being placed on top, and why? ANPA's theme this year is women's health in a changing world. And I think this is because ANPA realizes that women matter and that women's issues are indeed one of the big issues. We teach girls to aspire to marriage. We don't teach boys to aspire to marriage, but the girls are supposed to marry those boys. And so it just seemed to me very strange. Women are more than their reproductive functions, that women have identities that are not relative to someone else, that women are more than just being somebody's wife or somebody's mother, that women should be allowed to be many things, that women should not have to hide parts of themselves or do themselves a disservice to keep society happy. So we should change laws that diminish women, but changing mindsets is even more important. We should enact policies that support women, but changing cultural attitudes is even more important. And so I began to see that when people judged a woman for being aggressive or ambitious or annoying, it really wasn't the qualities of ambition or aggression that they were judging. It was actually women that were being judged. Now, because I'm a writer, I'm much more interested in story than in theory, because story acknowledges nuance and complexity, and story shows that despite nuance and complexity, the underlying truths remain. And story, I think, is ultimately more persuasive than theory. We need to tell stories in healthcare. We need to tell new stories. And I think nuance is particularly important in healthcare.
Thank you very much, Madam President.
The executive chairman of the Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, while pointing out what the government is doing, calls for more collaboration in lifting Nigeria's health system to its rightful place.
Well, now we have a Diaspora Commission, so we're brainstorming, and we have the program called the Diaspora Professional Healthcare Initiative. It's about capacity building. It's about human capital development. It's about working together with those at home to tap into this enormous human resources we have here in the diaspora. So it's about working together. You know, we have them here, we have them at home. How do we partner, work together? And that is part of what we're doing. So I'm sure this initiative, hopefully we're going to ensure its proper implementation, is going to have a positive effect on the state of Medicare in Nigeria. And I'm insisting that it's about partnership. It's not that one is better than the other, but partnering together to get the best of both worlds.
Professor Mapo has been an embodiment of the ANPA program excellence. He's held it together for so many years. He's brought it up to the standard that you would expect in any professional organization. For a quarter of a century, he has continued to do this. And why not immortalize this now?
A new introduction into
Why
the
not?
ANPA Convention is the inaugural Distinguished Professor Ajovi Scott Emwakpo Lecture.
Thank you, Madam President. To be acknowledged by ANPA has meant so much more to me than you can imagine. I have received a number of awards in my lifetime, but this is not only surprising, but very, very special. Yesterday, I did mention that I truly have received a lot more from ANPA than I have given to ANPA. When I think of all the great individuals who have made this organization so special, I find myself almost unworthy of this recognition. It is ANPA that gave me an opportunity to serve. And that opportunity has remained very special to me, and it has defined the latter years of my career. And I do not really know that I deserve this. But if you think I do, I will accept it graciously.
As the scientific conference winds down, all the social activities kicked in. From the classic golf tournament, to the ladies' heart and tea event. Finally, it all came down to this moment, the 2019 ANPA Gala. It's time for ANPA members to let their hair down. Family members and friends were on hand to join in the celebration with different side attractions to entertain everyone.
One of our most romantic crew in Nigeria, Flavor Nabania, if you know him, clap for him. What I don't understand is how he comes up with his lyrics. You listen to his romantic song, he ends it with Borogodo, boom, boom, Borogodo, boom, boom, Bakulupa, 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 Achari Papa, I don't want baby, Achuri Keke. Hausa, Ajeho, Hausa, Ajeho, Hausa, Ajeho. How will you sing that at karaoke?
As part of its support to the association, the Carolinas chapter of ANPA donated a sum of $10,000.
ANPA is really grateful. We thank you. I'm sorry, but I have to say, I challenge all our other chapters to come up with something, even if it's in collaboration with National, to help support our mission and our vision. Thank you, ANPA Carolinas. We love you, and we don't take you for granted for 1 minute. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Also, the winners that emerged from the Classic Golf Tournament were presented with their prizes.
The longest drive is for the person with the most accurate and powerful drive in the game, and today it goes to Mr. Vince Onibo. Vince is not here today, so we're going to have Dr. Maduka accept the award on his behalf.
And then, some founding members of ANPA who have been a part of the success story of the association were also recognized.
On behalf of the Association of Nigerian Physicians in America, we present this award to you, Dr. Julius Padua.
25 years on, ANPA still stands tall. Some of the past presidents go back memory lane and marvel at how far the association has come.
It's been quite a long struggle to get ANPA to 25, given the fact that the vision that started ANPA was to make things healthier in Nigeria. And coming together was really difficult, busy professionals. But what has happened that because of the love of Nigeria and because everybody wants to give back for a country that gave them so much, you know, people have sacrificed their time, their efforts to come together, engage the Nigerian government, engage everything that can help healthcare improve in Nigeria. So it's really come a long way, but we are really energized because we are getting younger Nigerians, physicians who did not even train in Nigeria, but have bought into the ANPA mission and vision.
For the younger generation of medical professionals, what are the lessons to be taken away from the CS convention?
The one thing I'm taking away from here is just continued professional development in the Nigerian community. And I'm very excited to see kind of where we've come from and where we're heading to. One thing that I've noticed, and it's kind of also gotten me fired to continue, is to see younger physicians come and play a part in this organization. I started in the organization as a medical student, and so to see where we've grown, where we were, and where we're going to is very exciting for me. So that's the big thing that I'm taking away. And I'm leaving here knowing that this won't be my last convention.
ANPA at 25 years has achieved a lot within the United States and also at home. And I came 10 years ago, and so I've been part of ANPA for the past 10 years. And now looking at what we have in plan for the next 10 years, it's super exciting. All of the collaborations we're making back home and how we've been able to build a strong ANPA brand and leverage that to making meaningful changes and collaborating with the partners back home.
ANPA President Dr. Charmaine Emelife is indeed happy, not only for the privilege of being a female president as the association marks its 25th anniversary, but also for the success of the CS convention.
I think it's unbelievable. I can't actually understand or believe that this will be the case, given that there were many times when I could have run for this position and didn't run. But it just fell into this 25th anniversary without any plan. So I really think God wanted it to be this way. It's a sign of ANPA's maturity. It is a sign of ANPA's being open to changes and using all the opportunities available to it. I am really, really humbled. I'm very thankful for the experience, and I'm very grateful also for the way there is complete cooperation and the membership really support my presidency. So I believe it's a beautiful thing, and I thank God for it. It's been a fantastic outing. It's actually been the best outing. We've had blockbuster speakers. We've had very intelligent speakers. We've had a program that was so comprehensive, very educational, very relevant, like some people described it, very pertinent, and not just out of, just anything. It was something that's very relatable, and some of the programs they want to see next year.
We hereby declare the dance floor open. Our world famous DJ FM will entertain us. DJ FM.
After all said and done, it's time to hit the dance floor. From one song to another, everyone sure had a fun time at the gala. Indeed, it was a beautiful end to the 2019 ANPA convention in Washington, D.C. Members of the association eagerly look forward to the 2020 meeting in Nashville, Tennessee.